Colorado, especially in the Front Range, is growing so fast. We've got thousands of people moving here on a weekly basis. And in order to accommodate that growth, we've got to grow our infrastructure. Aggregate is needed for virtually all transportation projects that are built. So whether we're improving the safety of bridges, widening roads to ease congestion, fixing potholes, building transit systems, aggregates are the most important thing to building all of those things. So the importance of aggregates to moving our economy forward can't be understated. It's a critical component to every construction project really that happens here in the state of Colorado.
The aggregate is going to have to come from somewhere if we're going to keep developing in this Front Range area. It takes companies like Coulson that provide a material that's critical to our infrastructure.
Colorado has a history of surface mining, whether it's gold or silver or any other product up in the mountains or in the Front Range, gravel along the riverbed. The South Platte, the Poudre, the Big Thompson, that's where the rock is, that's where the gravel pits are.
The aggregate that's on the east slope of Colorado is an alluvial deposit which is down by the rivers. And so some people think that you can just go out and dig in any old piece of ground out here and find aggregate, but it only lives down through the bottom of the rivers down through here.
Good quality alluvial gravel is used for a variety of construction materials, whether it's for base material of a roadway or fill for foundation, or in our case, for asphalt pavement. But the need for construction materials is in all, whether it's development or rehabilitation of our roadways and aging infrastructure, all aspects, whether it's a parking lot for the school, or it's a sidewalk for a new development. That's where these aggregates are used. And the specifications of the City of Loveland or Fort Collins or the county, you can't just have dirt or sand. You have to have rock, and it has to be of quality to ensure performance of the taxpayer dollar.
We've started over west of town and we've moved continually east as the aggregate supplies are exhausted. There isn't another place that's along the river. Everything else has been either subdivided or owned by a different company. So this is, to be real honest with you, this is going to be the last piece of ground that'll probably be mined in Larimer County on the Big Thompson River.
The product that we mine, the whole community uses it. And we can only mine on the river bottoms. It isn't like we could go mine anywhere because that's where the gravel resources are.
All businesses and infrastructure, people need to understand, create their way of life and let people enjoy the things that they like to do. When they go mountain biking or skiing, you drive on roads. When you stay at hotels, you deal with dirt work and utilities, and you use infrastructure every day, all day.
When we leave a site that we've mined, we want to leave it green and pasture land and run cattle on it. And you know what we'll do when we get through mining it? We'll reclaim like 2/3 of what we mine, and then the rest will end up being a big lake or something. But we'll be right back to running cattle on 2/3 of what we mine.
I think we bring value to the land after we leave it.
They have a reputation of following best management practices, using good equipment, and being good neighbors, because their employees, those who they work with, their customer clients, live in the community. And so when you combine best operating practices with good equipment, good people, with high expectations from the management, knowing that your brother, sister, cousin is a mile away, they're going to do it right.
The Coulsons have been working out here for over 2 decades, and it's been a relationship made in heaven.
I've known the Coulsons for a lot of years, since we moved out here, and they've been good to us in every possible way.
When people don't know what to expect, they think the worst. And all they need to do is take a look at this place to know that it's absolutely gorgeous thanks to the Coulson efforts on it. As you can tell, this place looks like a park.
We had concerns that it was going to be very invasive for them during the mining process, and it just didn't turn out to be that way. There isn't a great amount of noise. Your biggest concern is not really noise, it's really dust, but that can be controlled real well with their water trucks and keeping the dust down.
They might be concerned about noise. To be honest with you, that was never a problem for us, and we live right here.
That's a train in the background, goes through here, I don't know, 5-6 times a day. It's up on the hill where the neighbors live. That's the noise they have to put up with currently. They don't have that kind of noise when Coulson's on the property.
They were conscientious in making sure that they operated during hours where they wouldn't noise-wise interfere with our tenants. They always made sure that their haul roads had water on them to minimize the dust and the impact. And I can't think of a single time where we had our tenants even object, and their haul road was literally 50 yards from some of these residences. So they are just a professional outfit, and they're very conscientious to have as little impact as needed.
And the Coulsons go above and beyond to not only be a good neighbor, but be a great neighbor, and they've demonstrated that for 3 generations.
The Coulson family is a family of integrity, and I know that they are well known in the industry for being of very high quality and very high ethical standards. And so they carry that through everything that they do in their company, and they're known for that statewide.
The Coulson companies have been in business since 1948. We've done all kinds of infrastructure work for Loveland, Fort Collins, Longmont, Estes Park, Greeley, northern Colorado, really.
Well, I think it's the people, you know. We just have so many good people, and we have lots of employees that have been with us 20 up to 40 years. So we're kind of a family. And you know, we're a 4-generation company. My father started this, then myself, and then Kenny, my son, and now Matt, my grandson.
What I learned from my father and grandfather about running a business and a company is be proud of what you do and what you stand by, and just be honest with your customers and the people in your community.
We're proud of the quality of projects that we build, we're proud of our employees, and we're proud of the community.
If there's anybody that has contributed to the community and done a lot for the community, it's been the Coulsons.
They're just a long-time family company that has been in the community for a very, very long time, and it shows. I mean, they definitely have a mark in this community with what they've given back to, I know, Hearts and Horses as an organization.
The words I would use to describe the Coulson family and the Coulson companies are hardworking, ethical, moral, and honest.
Professional, caring. There's a lot of them, and they're all complimentary.
Immediately what comes to mind is integrity and honesty and professionalism. Those would be 3 words that, in my mind, that define Dick and Kenny Coulson, how they run their company.
It's great to see that generational transfer of the principles that led to their success. Integrity, honesty, quality, integrated within the community, doing the right thing. If you have a problem, go see them and they'll work it out. They're community leaders, they're industry leaders, and there's not a better company that I would recommend for an application for a permit and to do the right thing and have confidence that they will do that.